Whew. Hello, everyone, anyone. I know this probably ain't going to be seen even by me saying that. Wood here. I'm just standing outside the OPP office. I come to get paperwork to file attempted homicide charges to make it official against the chief of police, against Spencer Mills, against Staff Sergeant, and against Shannon Cork. And right now, it is about 9 a.m., and I am fearing for my life right here standing outside of OPP. I just want to make that noted. I have had 389 days of being injured, tortured, brain damaged, lobotomized, arrest refusals, laughs in faces. So I want to make this official, and I'm standing outside of Lennox-Annington OPP to get the paperwork to make this official. And like I said, I am fearing for my life right now. Hurry up and do your thing. Check me out. Go ahead. If anything does happen to me, I have no criminal record or history. I have done nothing wrong but report on police crimes on me. If anything happens today, it is because of me filing this report. Also, maybe a little bit of revenge. I am Christopher Wood. I am 53 years old, and I am a 6-year revenge retaliation victim of the police. I have been very seriously tortured, slave trafficked, made homeless, medical file falsifications for treatment refusals, discrimination, full physical identity theft done on me. I am slave trafficked, human trafficked. My mother was stalked, tortured, and killed. 2 of my dogs were killed. This is August 18th, 2025, and August 6th, 2019, I was shot on the corner of Bridge and Center Street by Ontario Provincial Police ex-chief or commander. He was driving a white Jeep Wrangler, not by a bullet, but by something that went into my right ear. He went by in a white Jeep Wrangler. He waved at me. I waved back. When I waved back, a black truck pulled up beside him. They pointed something, shot it, and it went into my right ear. And that was after me speaking of human trafficking, homeless exploitation, and possible money laundering that was taking place. Happened on the corner of Bridge and Center Street, Highway 41 in Napanee, Ontario. I have been kidnapped, sex assaulted, very seriously deformed, body mutilations, sex assaulted, false arrested, arrest refusals, extortion. Whew. My skull has been split, and I am having a lot of problems right now. Even thinking the full right side of my head is completely and totally numb. I have absolutely no feeling. None. The lies, the time buying, cover ups, arrest refusals, false arrest, threats. I am now under also forcible confinement, beating and shooting threats. Other family members are now under death threats as well. What are you barking at? I'm sorry right now. I'm having a lot of problems. And yes, I can 100% prove my identity theft, full physical identity theft and changes that's been done to me, the serious skull deforming and more. No surgeries either. And it all happened to me after I was shot by the police. Here's even a picture of my skull seriously flattened. Blowing up like a balloon. Me going to the hospital, telling the doctor, telling me to take off my hat, put it back on, telling me it fits, that I'm fine. Meanwhile, my head's swelling up like a fucking mushroom. A picture of my skull with a dent in it, and it looks like fingers coming up through my skull. I'm the one that's been blamed for doing this to myself. Picture of my head swelled right up again. It's actually a picture of me at one point in time. I had long hair and I had to shave it because of all the serious deforming I was going through to try to prove it. But at the same time, no matter what I was able to prove, there was still nothing I was able to do about it. I was still called a delusional, hallucinating retard, told by very serious criminal doctors that identity thefts and being physically changed cannot happen. Also told that hypoxia was a computer game in hopes that I would believe it. This is another very serious physical change that's been done to me, and this is very 100% true. I have been going through this over the course of 6 years. My medical rights, my legal rights, my human rights have been taken from me too while I've been going through this. I've been trying to obviously get arresting and charging, going to the police, OIPRD at the time, LICA, private prosecutions, and everything else that I can possibly think of. And no matter what I've been able to show or prove, there has still been nothing I have been able to do about this very, very obvious, serious crimes against me. And when you try to get help, when you try to have charges pressed against anyone, forget about it. It won't happen. More threats will come. people are made homeless, it is through the police. And that's also another way for them to traffic their victims. It's also another way to get away with the crimes they are guilty of. It's also another way because homeless people are not believable when they speak of serious crimes against them. So, and it's easier to cover up if they are on the street and alone. Crimes against them are easier to cover up and get away with. And that's a fact. This is me at one point in time. I need to go to Belleville, Ontario to the Superior Court so I can start the process of lawsuits. Police who are guilty of murders and attempted murders with intent to commit. My full physical identity theft, very serious, provable brain and physical fucking skull deforming and other damages done to me. I'm being turned into a dummy. Ex-chief or commander, year 2019, again. Staff sergeants, years 2019, 2021. Kidnapping, sodomy, sex assault. Shannon Cork, Robert Lucas, Dave Weiss, Constable Ward. Robert Lucas is an ex-cop who actually told me at one time he could fuck me, kill me, get away with it, money badge family town council. There is also Stacy, a blonde-haired, heavy-set mental health worker that was Napanee Daily Tea Company, now Kingston AMHS. Shelley Hafner. Hafner had me kidnapped May 27, 2021, 24 hours after me asking for help from police under false pretenses of incompetency, where I was taken to Kingston, Ontario, had my blood and my piss forced from me under serious threats. And when they found out what they had done 24 hours after me asking for help from their crimes against me, they left. My medical rights, my human rights, my legal rights have been taken from me. File falsifications for treatment refusals, discrimination, medical blacklisting to assure everything done to me is assured without me getting any help or proof. Me going to Kingston Hospital twice and them getting phone calls about being suicidal self-harm are not true in any way, shape, or form. Lies about drugs I do not do. That was done in an attempt, whoever they come from, to try to prevent me getting help or being taken serious about what has happened to me. And it worked. Same thing at Belleville General Hospital too. Me going to other hospitals, being treated like a piece of shit, being belittled, being name called, being put in rooms after this file falsification, being treated like a nutcase. And then when I was getting up and walking out, I was the one that was being blamed for treatment refusals. No, I was being treated like a piece of shit. A lot of things were happening, and I was getting up and walking out because of that. Being made to turn around and look like I was the one refusing. No, that's not the case. This is Dale Hartwick. He actually let me know that he was involved with what has taken place with me. He is my cousin. And when he realized what he had done, he left. He was visiting me. I was at a previous place in Napanee, Ontario. And when he realized what he had done, he left. He is guilty of brain injuring me. He is guilty of torture crimes against me. And he is also guilty of attempted murder against me for drop charges for a stabbing he committed against his wife or ex-wife's boyfriend He is my cousin, so yes, I am very well aware of everybody personally involved. He is a speedhead. He has cirrhosis of the liver. He's dying, and so he really don't care who he kills. Jason Van Alstyne, he is guilty of first degree attempted murder and homicide as well. He sells laced fentanyl between Napanee and Kingston. He is a crackhead. He is guilty of identity theft against me with the intent to commit identity, disability, and insurance fraud. I have pictures where I look exactly like him. He is guilty of stalking me in Kingston too when I was forced to become homeless. He is a stroke victim, but I can still very much 100% prove his guilt as well in the crimes against me. He is also guilty of a possible homicide in 2021 in Napanee. He is the one selling laced fentanyl and niacin for overdose homicides because they're easier to get away with and have them covered up as just being simple addicts or homeless who overdose from drugs. Meanwhile, it's being done with intent. This is also Jason Van Alstyne. Right now, as I am doing this, I have a tube that comes up. It pops up in my throat. It's not there bulging out right now, but it bulges out and it goes to the back of my neck and my head. And I get piss and shit that go through my head and my face on a daily basis, which is seriously softening and deforming my skull as well. And yes, it could be proven, but I have no medical rights. I cannot go to a hospital. I cannot get any legal help, and I have no human rights. They've all been completely taken away, and everything against me has been assured. This is boyfriend, lover to Ontario provincial police drug cop Robert Kane. He is also a #1 rat informant. He is guilty of arson attempts at a previous address in Napanee, Ontario, throwing blood on my house as well. Guilty of threats of stabbing. He is guilty of torturing and killing my dog with another. I have pictures where I look exactly like him, no relation, and he's only approximately 35 years old, and I am 53. I can 100% prove his guilt. He is also guilty of faking a kidnapping torture of a guy that was saying that he was an OPP cop as well. Serious damage is done to my skull. And while I've been going through this and going through it still, there's been nothing I've been able to do about it. Here's a picture of my skull where it looks like I've actually had surgery to the back of my head, and I haven't. Everything happened to me and started happening to me after I was shot in August of 2019. And then the lies against me about long criminal record and history that I do not have, no criminal record or history, no association with anyone previous or prior to everything happening and me speaking of their crimes, and then everything beginning against me while being blamed for doing it myself. This has been done to me. And this. I am getting so much shit going through the back of my head that it actually burns and my skin peels off my head. from all the piss and shit that's going through my face and my skull right now, even while I am doing this, just to prove more. And there's nothing I've been able to do about this. The more I've tried, the more I've gotten threatened over it. So let this be a warning. There's that tube that goes to the back of my head now. And that's where I get the piss and shit going through me. Here's more serious physical identity changes I've went through. This is why I have my name on my hand, and this is why I show it in all my pictures and videos, just to prove my fucking identity because of me going through all of these different changes with proof. So yes, if people think you cannot be physically changed, oh yes, you can. And this all started to happen to me after I was shot by the police in August 2019 once again. And then me being medically blacklisted as well. My mother stalked, tortured, killed. 2 of my dogs were also tortured and killed. And these are all very recent pictures too. And then obviously me trying to get arrested, charging on people. I am the only one that's been arrested and charged for police crimes against me. And I have and can prove it. And also for you speak their crimes, everything's pretty much done with me. You've won. You split my skull. You completely and totally split my skull. Completely and totally numb me down on a daily basis, putting piss and shit through my head, completely and totally deforming me, changing my fucking identity 100% completely with proof, keeping me from help. And then when I try to get help or try to get anything done, I am getting screwed even more. So yes, I have no rights in any way, shape, or form. No medical rights, no human rights, and no legal rights. Everything that's taken place against me, and it is all 100% revenge retaliation. When people disappear, families are murdered or missing, regardless of who you are, what race, or anywhere else. It's the police that are involved. And they're criminal doctors. Lennox and Hennepin County General Hospital has had me falsely charged twice to prevent anything legal on them, and also in an attempt to give me a criminal record, also in an attempt to try to cover everything up, which they have. And then, of course, now my computer being hacked. I have Pegasus technology being used on this, blocking out everything, and it's also on my phone as well. So everything is being shadow broadcasted. And I am well aware of this, that it is on my phone as well and my computer. This whole side of my head, right from the center of my head, all the way down. It doesn't even feel real anymore because, yes, my skull, I have a split in my skull that's been done. And obviously, you can see it a little bit, and it comes right down. It's been completely split right down the middle, and I have pictures where it's also been split on different sections as well. It's been done to me. Yeah, obviously there is no viewers and there won't be, but once again, this is because it's all being blocked out in hopes that other people that are involved in crimes cannot get a or anything happen. And once again, yes, I am under forcible confinement. I am under beating threats. I am under shooting threats, and other family members are also now under death threats as well. And yes, OPP are very much involved with fucking lobotomies. This is another very serious change that's been done to me. And yes, 100% me. And because of what I also have inside my head too, my temple lobes, I have a band or something inside my head now that goes right around my head. And in my temple lobes, I'll start getting so much pressure, my temple lobes will start to cave in, indent, and then it will go completely and totally black and blue from all the pressure that's happening inside my skull. Here's another picture. Let this be a warning. I am Canadian and I have no rights in any way, shape, or form. I am a 6-year revenge retaliation victim of very seriously dangerous police and others that has been through very serious crimes for the past 6 years. Organized trafficking, sex slavery, torture crimes, medical blacklisting, murders, and cover ups, and assuring it all. Dr. Tatiana Vakadinovic, Lennox and Annington County General Hospital 2, is also guilty of first-degree premeditated murder with intent to commit and cover up through the file falsifications and the treatment refusals, discrimination, and blacklisting with the intent to commit and cover up with and for her girlfriend Stacy, because at November of 2019, no association with mental health either. November of 2019, I go to get a CAT scan done, and she shows up at the hospital. And next thing you know, she's alleging she was there for my benefit and all this other stuff. I was medically blacklisted after that happened. I also wanted my original picture results. I was also refused them, told I would not understand them, assuming me being stupid. But I was also refused those. I was given fake ones, while one Spencer Mills 14716 is in possession of my real ones, and so is one Stacy Kingston AMHS. Here's a picture of me and Jason Van Alstyne. Obviously, he's the one in the red shirt. Here's another picture of me, full change, done. Here's a picture where if you look close enough, you can actually see the split right down my skull, separating the front of my head from the back of my head. This was me at one time. And by the end of the day, because I am getting numbing down and injured so much, this is going to be finished. The whole right side, this whole side of my head is bulged right in here. I obviously have something inside my skull. And I can't even shave my own head because I try to, and it sticks to my head to prevent me even shaving my head with an electric razor. Right in here, there is something inside my skull, and it feels like a ball is actually starting to form inside my fucking skull. It feels like I got a hat or something on inside my head. And as crazy as that sounds, it could be proven. It would just take me getting medical help. This is more my true image before my identity theft without my glasses, of course. So, how can I physically do this to myself? Why would I want to change my identity to look like a pedophile, sex offender, drug addict, junkie, lowlife piece of shit? What the fuck would I want to do that for? And more. So, these two are the ones guilty of stalking, torturing, and killing my mother, causing her cancer, killing her December 20th, 2020. The guy with the beard, he is now bald, glasses, lives behind the law office on Highway 41 and Bridge Street in Napanee in a gray duplex. Approximately 60, 65 years old. He used to stalk children for the ex-OPP chief at Tim Hortons. This is where I got his picture. He was stalking me, but he was also on his way to Tim Hortons at the time. He thinks that he and I were switched at birth, thinks that he is my dad, and was stalking. When he was stalking my mother, he was calling my mother. There was even an incident where me and my mother and another were at Tim Hortons, and as soon as we got there, within 2 minutes, he ended up showing up, sitting right across from us, staring at us the whole time, and I got up and I confronted him in the restaurant at the time. He is a heroin addict. He has many alias names. He goes by Bill Woldridge, Bill Coolidge, Bill Delarosable, James Bubbles, Stephen Maven, which is an escapee, and also Robert Cross, and possibly many other alias names. The other guy with glasses, Blair Hardy, he is a meth trafficker. He is guilty of raping a woman in Napanee, Ontario in 2021, 45 Dundas Street East, Apartment 3, who is now deceased. He is a meth trafficker. He is guilty of torture crimes against me. He is ooh, he is alleged OPP supervisor. He goes by Blair Hardy and Blair Kane as well. He used to drive a Mercedes. He is guilty of first degree murder and attempted murder. Here's another pictures of me. And this is Raymond LeBlanc. He is guilty of torturing and killing my dog March 24th, 2023. He is guilty of torture crimes against me, brain injuring me, and I can 100% prove my word or prove his guilt, especially, well, I can prove it anyway. He is a child groomer. He is guilty of stalking, and he is guilty of attempted murder on me. He is a sex slave trafficker. Well, they all are. Here's some very serious deforming and damage that's been done to me while me being blamed for doing this to myself. And you speak of any crimes, I guarantee lives will be ended, they will be gotten away with, and there will be nothing that anybody can do about it. And it's been proven. You have a higher chance of becoming homeless through the police. You have a higher chance of becoming a human trafficking victim through the police, and you have a higher chance of being a murder victim and having it covered up through the police and criminal doctors and others. I have no criminal record or history, and I had no association with any police, no psychological record or history. And I had not been to a hospital or a doctor in approximately 7 to 10 years prior to me being shot. And then everything beginning against me. Um, Also, me as well. This is another one of me trying, other than the one me showing going to OPP. This is another one of me showing it trying through OYPRD at the time. Just to prove the seriousness of me actually trying to get arrested and charging for 6 years for crimes that I've been able to prove. And it's at the worst point yet. I feel like I've had strokes because of all the damage done to my skull and to my brain, and the constant numbing and softening and deforming of my brain and my skull and my face and everything that's being put through me with proof. Any attempts for me to even live, any attempts for me to leave or to go out, and I get death threats. So yes, I am under forcible confinement, and that's just to prove too. I actually wanted to go out the other day and visit my niece's gravesite, and I wasn't even allowed to do that. Another picture of me. Let me just say, when police want revenge on their victims, they assure it, and they assure that they get away with it. And just what they will do to get away with it, and who they will involve to aid them in getting away with it. They're also guilty because of me being the end of my bloodline too. This is also mass murder on a bloodline, all for revenge retaliation. You're buying just the right amount of time, you're getting the right amount of threats, you're getting the right amount of help. I hope you're happy with what you accomplished against me for me trying to save life against police. So, Christopher Wood doing a post for Facebook. I just wanted to say that I'm a little more marijuana. That there quick video was done at an address in Napanee on Center Street where I was actually living, where I was shot in August of 2019. While it was after I was shot, while it was moving through my head and my skull, I was getting serious burning. I was getting serious electric shocking to the point where it was burning blood vessels out of my skull. And I can prove it, where it was popping blood vessels in my skull and they were spider veining. And me, I'm not going to show no more because I know this isn't being seen and I know it's not going to be seen. It is being all blocked out. And yes, it is being blocked out. I have a lot of my stuff's being shadow banned. And I can prove how it's being done too. Because of me speaking of these crimes and who's involved in wanting arresting and charging and other serious threats and a lot of other stuff that has taken place. Here's a picture of me. And this is me. Very, very serious things. But once again, while I was going through those changes, I was called a delusional, hallucinating retard, and I was being accused of doing this to myself. And that was done all in an attempt to try to discredit me, you know. There's where my skull split in sections, and I also have another video of it that perfectly shows my skull split into different sections as well. There's that tube that comes up in my throat. Shit. And then there's where it goes to the back of my neck again. Serious spinal deforming, mutilations. And I've not been able to do a thing about it. I'm the one that's being blamed for all of that done to myself. while being called a delusional, hallucinating retard and told that that cannot happen. So, congratulations on what you've done to me. Congratulations on what you've accomplished with me, and congratulations to the other ones involved. One way or another, I will get murder charges, and I will get attempted murder charges on them. I will get torture crime charges. I will get human rights charges. I will get as many charges as I possibly can on you, on everyone involved by the time this is done, with proof. This is not about hate. This is not about any vendetta or anything else about police in any way, shape, or form. No association with them in any way, shape, or form to the ones named prior to crimes taking place on me. And only speaking about it. And then everything beginning on me, the retaliation. 100% revenge, retaliation. I've said so right when that video of me going to the police and proving it. And I've had 6 years after that done to me. I obviously look nothing like that in any way, shape, or form. So yes, I am Christopher Wood, and I am an intended murder victim through the police and others, and there is nothing I can do about it. So you won. You assured this. You try to get help. You try to do anything legally against anyone, and you pay more. Be safe, everyone. Love all, hate none. Human trafficking, sex slavery trafficking, torture crimes, full physical identity theft, file falsifications, arrest refusals, medical treatment refusals, blacklisting, extortion, kidnapping, sex assaults, the lies, time buying, cover-ups, elderly stalking, tortures, murders, animal tortures, deaths, full identity theft on me, bank frauds and thefts done against me as well. And not being able to do anything about it. To my brothers, I am the end of my bloodline, but I have half brothers, and to them, I hope this is seen. I want you to know that I love you. And if anything more happens to me, this is August 17th, 18th, 2025, 1:26 p.m., that it will be more revenge against me to shut me up. And I'm saying that without paranoia. So yes, forcible confinement is legal. Beware of that as well.